There's that one. I feel a need to do another yawn, but I'm not too confident about it either. See how this is going. Well, come on, YouTube. Well, there's that. And now you. Play, please. Say something. Yeah, okay. Sound is good. Okay. Oh, I want to check real quick if this audio is good enough. It might not be. I don't really know if there's much I can do about it though. So I think I'm just gonna have to live with it. Because it's already on max. Don't think I can raise it anymore. That's fine, whatever. We'll deal with it. Anyway. So today, let me actually move this over here so I could see a little better. Today we're going to be reacting to some more videos. I don't really know what they're about. I just know that the first one's about cheating because it had it in the thumbnail. But other than that, I don't know. I think some of them are going to be about relationships, marriage, whatever the fuck. So we're just going to go through them. It's nice having somebody else pick these videos for me, because that way I don't have to spoil myself in advance. But it's also riskier this way because, as you could imagine, some of them are going to be shit. Because I can't verify beforehand, you know? That's all right. We'll deal with it. While I wait for some people to get in, figured I might as well share. I started a carnivore diet recently, and my brain has been very slow since starting it. So I wouldn't be surprised if the wit is a little bit slower today, because I'm still getting used to the diet. My body is craving sugar like crazy. It's hard. It's been about, how long has it been? 5 days? I think this is day 5. Something like that. And man, I'd really love some pizza right now. Can't even lie. I've also been pissing a lot. Saw that was one of the I wanted to say symptoms. See, this is what I mean. Side effects. That's what I was going for. Brain's gonna be on the back burner today. Holy shit, he's back. He is. This is true. But did he ever really leave? Where you been? Just, chilling. Working in the background. I'd seen you. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been streaming much since. Bro's dressed like a Star Wars character. Sure, I've never seen Star Wars, actually. Some people have recommended it to me, but I don't know. It doesn't have to appeal to me. Work's going all right. It's all good. Not much to complain about. How have you been? All right. High open rate, no conversions. What is it you're doing again? It's been so long, forgive me. Assuming you mean on emails. Instantly trenches. Instantly fucking blows. What kind of agency? I hate Instantly. I used it, and then as soon as they screwed me over, I stopped using it, and I never want to use it again. Google Ads for local businesses. Nice, nice. How's that been going? Any success at all so far, or still just blasting emails? How many emails are you sending a day? Who's the Asian babe? I don't know. Someone who's very upset about something we're about to find out in like a couple minutes. Usually, I actually, that has already been 5 minutes. I might as well get going then. 13 customers, some sales, like 150 barely. I mean, that's not so bad. What are you selling? Wait, but you agency. In 13 custom, what's the sales price? Because 13 customers should be pretty decent. Why even do emails? Just do ads at this point. By 150, you mean like that's how much you've made? Because that's crazy out of 13 customers. How the hell did that happen? Oh, okay. 100, okay. That makes more sense. 150 a day. Yeah, that's not so bad. I mean, it sounds like you're doing fine. Do you like it? Because I hated it. I hated doing that work. I'm not. All right. Anyway, no more dilly dallying. Let's just start watching this shit. See what she's so upset about.
I just found out that my boyfriend was sleeping with another person and he was cheating on me. But is that he was cheating with his best friend.
What the fuck happened there? Glitched or something?
And then my boyfriend was sleeping with another person and he was cheating on me. But the worst part is that he was cheating with his best friend. He was cheating with a guy.
Whoa, hold on.
Cheating with a guy. And I don't know.
Oh wow.
We broke up. But like I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Wow, that's rough. That's brutal. Holy shit. Getting cheated on by a dude. That's a crazy way to. What the fuck is with. Why does it keep starting? That's a crazy way to find out you've been cheated on. That's wild. You know what? Maybe it's my VPN being fucky ducky. Hold on. Let me ice the VPN. Are we back? We back in this hoe? I'm sending emails for like 6 months with 2 sales calls. Oh, yeah, that's brutal. Emails are really hard nowadays. Emails fucking blow. I think DMs are better. Work is great. I love marketing. I really don't like it. Straight up a YouTuber now. I'm just doing it for fun. I'm really enjoying it, yeah. But I still have the agency. I just... hold on, actually, I just got the reconnection successful message. Maybe I was blacked out for like a minute. I was saying that, no, I'm just doing this shit for fun. I mean, I guess you could say that, but I still have the agency. I'm just not making videos about it anymore. It's fine. I just realized I really don't like the work. I kind of just am taking it very slow at this point, and I'm just going to focus on like long-term growth as opposed to trying to make money from it very fast. So, because I just really don't like it. It's such a fucking pain. Give me your customers that no, fuck off. Yeah, I don't really like it that much. I enjoy making fun of some dumb bimbos more than doing marketing for some business owners. So if this would work out, this would be fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried. Bro, what happened? What is this content? It's fun content. More fun than fucking business. Business is boring as fuck. All right, good luck to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, finding out your boyfriend is gay by him cheating on you is brutal. I don't even know what you would do in this situation. I mean, it wouldn't be that much of a shock if you're a dude. It's kind of hard for me to imagine. Because I would, you know, I find it hard to imagine that I would be dating a guy and I just find out he's gay because he cheated. You know, that doesn't really compute. Calm down. Business sucks ass, man. The thing is, business is fun for people who care about money. I am the least materialistic person you will ever meet. Money does not motivate me whatsoever. So I just hate it. To me, it's just a lot of work for literally no reward because I don't care how much money I have. So it was grueling for me to do it. Don't know who that was, but I appreciate the follow or sub. I just heard the notification. Damn, it was loud. Ibukuno Kunoye said hi. What's up, bro? How you doing? Anyway, that's that.
This is just a reminder that the world shames women who are aging and have wrinkles, and then it shames women for having cosmetic surgery to try to do something about it. The world shames women who have age or a teen mom, and then they
What the fuck is happening with... Is it this? What has happened? Why are the videos like glitching out halfway through? This is pissing me off. Let me refresh the page. I decided to do this on Opera GX. Maybe Opera is just really like super fucking me. Let's try this again. Come on.
And then it shames women for having cosmetic. This is just a reminder that the world shames women who are aging and have wrinkles, and then it shames women for having cosmetic surgery to try to do something about it. The world shames women who have babies at a young age or a teen women for having babies too.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Shames women for
Holy shit. Why? What is happening?
At a young age or a
Okay, I think we're gonna have to take a little bit of a break and change the browser because this is... I don't know what is happening. Yeah, that's super annoying. Wow, okay. That's a shame. Big shame. Very sad. Okay. Am I still logged in the other browser? Let's see.
This is just
Yes, I am. Cool. Okay. This is gonna take me a couple minutes, but we gotta move browser because this is too fucked.
No.
It just keeps glitching for some strange reason, so bear with me for a second here.
This is my scold.
Oi, 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 what's up, bro? You back at your mom's on? Nope. Do you not see that the background is exactly the same? I guess it has been a while. Can't blame you for that.
I don't.
Just FXT, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Marriage is a
Almost there.
stop asking.
And it better not happen on the other browser either, or I'm gonna go crazy. Oh boy.
I'ma just say.
This is why doing this stuff live is always so unpredictable. Like, if I was just recording this as a standalone YouTube video, I would just cut all this out, but you're stuck with me for this part. Hey Adele, how you doing? Started a little bit earlier today, as you can see. I actually wanted to start even earlier, but I didn't. No real reason for that. I just didn't. God, I hope switching browsers is gonna be easy. How's the sound on these videos? Because they're like torturing my ears. But I think on OBS they might be fine.
My boyfriend said.
Okay. Nice. Okay. That's done. Now I need to open up all the comments because that's going to mess up the size too. Okay. I'm going to try to match the size perfectly so I don't have to change anything else. Okay, the comments are not messing it up. Okay, cool. Right, now, moment of truth. We'll see if we swap over to the other tab, if it's going to completely fuck everything up. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? What's up, Checkered? Okay. Window capture. Just do it easily, please. That looks okay. Yeah, okay, nice, cool. So hopefully that fixes that problem. And fuck opera, I guess. Decided to give it a chance, and it's screwing me, so it's gotta go. Anyway.
Just a reminder that the world shames women who are aging and have wrinkles, and then it shames women for having cosmetic surgery to try to do something about it. The world shames women who have babies at a young age or a teen mom, and then they shame women for having babies too old. The world
I mean, come on. There's a big difference between being a teen mom and, and having kids too old. Come on now. No, why do you make that comparison? It's perfectly normal if a woman's like 20, 21, 22 and wants to have kids. Nobody makes fun of that. Nobody says shit about it. So I don't know. I feel like you're kind of, you know, hitting low with that one. Oh shit! Right, I forgot to. Whoops, my bad. This is why everybody should just be on the horizontal stream. Why is that? Here you go. There, my bad. What's the books in the green screen? What was in the green screen behind you? You mean the book that is green? $100 million money models. Thank you for pointing that out. I would not have noticed that.
for having babies too old. The world shames women for how they become mothers and how they mother, and then it also shames women for not having children at all.
I need to hear that again.
How they become mothers and how they mother, and then it also shames.
What do you mean how they become mothers? The only situation I can imagine where they'd be shamed for how they become mothers is if they become single mothers. Which, yeah, you should be shamed for that. Everybody should be shamed for that. We want less of that in society. That's why the shaming has to happen. And shaming people for not becoming mothers is also perfectly normal. I actually really don't understand this new gen thing about not having children. We need to start shaming people who are not having kids. Having kids is literally your only purpose as a human being. Continuing our species is literally our only biological purpose. Everything else is just a bunch of made up mental bullshit in our heads, which doesn't matter at all. You know, all this purpose and fucking pushing society forward crap. You gotta have kids. If you don't have kids, your whatever it is that you do in your life is meaningless. You gotta have kids. So we should be shaming these women for not having children. Hey again, Aaron. Interesting setup. What about single dads? Single dads? I mean, shit, it happens. But the thing is, how do I explain this? The woman is the one who controls access to the babies, right? So she has the bigger responsibility of who to allow to impregnate her. Because if you're... I'm trying to formulate this correctly. Look, sorry, carnivore diet is fucking up my brain. I got no glycogen in me. No brain calories right now. I wouldn't mind being a single dad. No, that's fucked up. Don't be a single dad. What do you mean you wouldn't mind? Like, you wouldn't... Why would you want that? Why would you want to be... Well, I guess saying I don't mind, but... Look, if it happens, you'd rather it not happen, surely, right? Because you want your kid to have a proper development. You want them to have a correct household, you know, of... God, my brain is really fucked. It's the carnivore diet, I promise. I'm not just... I didn't lose 30 IQ points in the last week. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a mother and a father are crucial for a child's development. You can't be both parents correctly. You can't be both soft and nurturing and disciplined and aggressive and strong and soft, and you just can't do it all. You can try your best, but the thing is, you're going to be categorized regardless. Like, your kid is going to either fear you or they're not going to fear you. There's not really something that's in between. So that's why you need the split of the two genders in their separate roles, because one has to be more nurturing, the other has to be more disciplined, yeah, is disciplinatory a word? It kind of sounds like it might be, but it also sounds like one of those mumbo jumbo words that you make up when you can't figure out what to say. Thank you, Jacket. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, women control the access to sex. So women control who impregnates them and who does not. A man can impregnate whatever woman and just leave her and face no consequences and run away, right? And obviously the law would try to catch him, but the thing is, it's a lot easier to just get out as a guy if you wanted to. So the woman has the responsibility of, do I allow this or do I not? So it's a lot more imperative that you make a good decision in that than it is for a guy to make a good decision about it.
Shames women for not having children at all. It shames women for working too hard and then not working hard enough, for being
I don't think that's true. I think the only people that shame women for not working hard enough is other women who are career women. And their opinion really doesn't matter. Like, no guy, really, no normal, like, masculine man would shame a woman for not working hard enough. That just sounds absurd. I never want any women I'm with to work. I mean, I think that's... I just don't see why you would. I think that they shouldn't work. They can if they want. Look, I'm not going to lock them in chains and throw them in my basement. They can work if they want, but I have no expectation of them to work. As long as they're not useless. Like, they gotta, they gotta pull their weight in other ways, but they can't just, lounge around all day. They gotta do something, but it doesn't have to be work.
being a stay-at-home mom or a mom that goes to work. A woman who has a body where they may be overweight, and then a woman who is on a diet. The world...
Again, this is women insulting each other. Men don't really go like, oh, you're too skinny. That doesn't happen really that often. Maybe when you're young, maybe when you're like teenagers and you've just watched too much social media content and now you don't understand what a normal woman looks like. That happens. But I've never heard a man in his like mid-20s or older say anything about a woman being too skinny.
It's going to shame you either way, so just do whatever the fuck you want.
That's a good way to finish that. That's a solid conclusion. The world is going to hate you no matter what you do. You can't be perfect. You could be the next coming of Jesus. Someone's going to hate you. You could literally be the most perfect person alive and somebody's going to hate you for it. There's nothing you can do. So you might as well do whatever the fuck you want. I like that as a message. It's a good message to give to people. TikTok, Insta Reels, or YouTube Shorts. I do YouTube Shorts as well. Yeah. I was thinking of starting to upload Reels on Instagram and TikTok too. Just haven't gotten around to it. I've been trying to figure out how to manage everything because I have a clips channel as well that I made. So I could try to squeeze as much content as humanly possible out of everything that I make. So, but once that's handled, I'm going to be dumping all of them into Instagram and TikTok as well.
Well, I'm not gonna do.
Melissa, I come home from work. The house is all dirty. What do you do all day?
I've been working.
Working?
Just because you go into work and I work off my computer doesn't mean anything.
Working? It looks like you haven't been working because the house is all dirty. The dishes are still out. How about you go clean them? Like, because it's your job.
Those are...
This sounds so fake. His screaming sounds so acted. Is it just me that thinks that? This has got to be fucking fake. There's no shot.
Your dishes.
I don't care. It's your job.
It's not my job. I'm your wife.
The woman.
Ever since we've gotten married, why have you started acting like this?
You are the woman. It's your job. You know what? I'm gonna go find another woman.
Also, he sounds like such a soy boy. Do you hear it in his voice? It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go find someone else. I think if someone's cheating on someone, then the marriage should just end like that. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think that what makes cheating bad is not necessarily the act itself, because that can vary whether people care about it or not. It's the betrayal. It's just a huge betrayal of certain boundaries that you set. That's why it's not good to stay with somebody who cheated on you, because if they broke those boundaries, then you can't trust them. Because in a situation which might be more dire or even more severe, how could you possibly trust them? Like they don't love each other or something. I mean, this is going to be a controversial take, but you don't have to be in love to be in a successful marriage. A marriage does not necessarily come with happiness and love and romance. Most of it is about duty and responsibility. Now, it's a nice thing to have, of course. Everybody wants that. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But I feel like you're way more likely to have a relationship that works if you have very good attributes, like, you know, you understand what duty is, you understand responsibility, you understand loyalty, and you don't have love, as opposed to a relationship which doesn't have any of those things and only has love.
You know what? I'm gonna go find another woman, alright?
Go
It
ahead.
doesn't even matter.
Go ahead. I don't.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. I'm gonna go find the other woman.
Actually does her
I'd rather
job.
be with someone that does 50-50 and doesn't think the
I'll actually
women.
go get someone that does her job.
Okay,
in the
good.
house.
You go find someone. Good,
Like,
good
cleans
luck.
the house
Good
and
luck
does the
finding
dishes.
someone that's gonna put up with your bull.
It's not.
The whole 50-50 thing is kind of stupid. Like, you don't have to split everything 50-50. You can split responsibilities fairly equally. As in, say, a guy goes to work, the woman does the household stuff. That, to me, is just as much 50-50 as both people going to work, both people doing the dishes, whatever. You just... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. 100% fake. It does sound extremely fake. So I believe that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it. I feel like it's more so that you want to feel appreciated in a relationship. That's what matters most. You don't want to feel like you're being taken advantage of. So it doesn't matter how evenly you split things. You should want to try to help the other person. But either way, this is completely bullshit. So
Bowl. Now get up. I'll make you do the dishes.
No,
How
you're
about
not
that?
making me do anything.
How about
I'll make you do the dishes. That can't be real. Surely not. Like, that guy sounds like estrogen.
you get
Get
up
away
and
from
go
me,
get
Tom.
the dishes?
Don't touch me.
Get up.
No,
and
I'm not gonna.
go do
No,
the
I'm not gonna do
dishes.
anything. Back away from me. I'm
It's your
serious.
job.
It's not my job.
Then get out of my house.
Okay, I will.
Get up.
No,
and
I'm not.
Yeah, no, this can't be real. No shot. Maybe it's a speaker on a man. What do you mean by that? Splitting responsibilities makes the most sense. Yeah, but it depends on your setup. Like I said, it doesn't... 50-50 doesn't have to mean both people do everything split in half. You know, it can mean that some people do this thing and some... Like, one person does these things, one person does other things. Like, I think a stay-at-home mom is easily a 50-50 thing. If you're taking care of kids and the husband is out working, that's a 50-50 relationship as far as I'm concerned. one of the top comments, sorry, he's right. Oh, that's good. I hope you sent this to his mom. It's fake. I mean, come on, bro. It's gotta be fake. What's wrong with the women here agreeing with him? Are you guys okay? To be fair, if you are like, okay, let's forego the whole over the top aggressiveness and hatred from the husband here. In this situation where she does have a stay-at-home job, like she has a remote job and he's out working, I still think that it makes a lot more sense for her to do the dishes because he spends extra time traveling to get to work. And being at work, in my opinion, is a much more heavy mental overload, mental overhead than staying at home is. So she's probably saving another hour or two at home on top of him. So in my opinion, she should do the dishes. Like a speaker mimicking a man. Do you think it's a woman that's mimicking a man's voice? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I don't know about that. I think it's just somebody who's consumed too much soy milk and not enough meat.
From work, the house is all dirty.
The house is all dirty. God, I could not listen to that. Holy shit.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Ava.
My dad is in jail and I miss him.
Well, how that nigga fix this shit then?
I mean, to be fair, that's what you get for being a stepdad. You know, he chose this. You're a performative male. What does that mean? I don't know all the lingo for this kind of shit. Am I a man that performs? Absolutely. But I'm assuming that's not what that means. Yeah, that's rough. Poor girl. Although this does also seem kind of acted. Seems like a skit.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Ava.
My dad is in jail and I miss him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand Zoomer lingo. Yeah. So explain to me. Explain to me what you mean.
Hot take, and you're either going to be ready to hear this or you're not going to be. Women historically have been slaves. I understand there's different forms of slavery.
Everybody has been slaves everywhere throughout all of time. They're still slaves now. There's no difference. You're going to work for pitiful amounts of money so that you could barely afford a place to live and some food, which is when you were slaves, they would just give that shit to you anyway. So nothing's changed. And saying women are slaves is just, I gotta wait to see what she says about this. I'm curious. Don't worry, it's a joke on a specific type of male. Well, explain that to me. I want to know what the joke is. He says in a very serious tone. So funny, yes.
But women, in the true definition of the word, have been enslaved. Marriage was the act of making women property.
Yeah, women have been enslaved because, you know, staying at home and having to take care of kids. Holy shit, such grueling fucking work. It's so difficult. Man, washing a couple dishes. We're exactly on the same level as people who were enslaved, who were whipped constantly and berated and given absolute filth for food and worked in horrendous conditions. People constantly screaming at you, your bones fucking shaking at a certain point from the amount of work you have to do. Sleepless nights, you know, people getting murdered in front of you. Oh, it's so hard being a woman. It's exactly the same. Actually, sorry, women have it worse than that. You know, could you imagine having to wash some underwear? Like, come on. That we gotta all agree that's a million times worse than being repeatedly whipped until you bleed, right? We're all on the same page here, correct? I'd say so.
Marriage was the way of exchanging women as property. Marriage was the property transfer of a woman between her father and her husband. Regardless of how you feel about it, that's the fact.
Correct. That's how it should still be. Go on.
That was the original purpose of marriage as a construct. The reason why you see divorce rates rise is because women finally have agency over whether or not we stay in these marriages.
Yeah, and coincidentally, society has been swirling down the fucking toilet bowl since, hasn't it?
The reason why you're seeing marriage rates and birth rates decline is because for the first time in human history, women have had more agency than we've ever had on whether or not we get married in the first place and whether or not we decide to have children.
That's definitely not the only reason, but
why women have been socially conditioned into believing that if we don't have children or if we're not married or a man didn't choose us, that's like the biggest insult to our identity or our value as human beings.
Because what else do you have as a purpose if not having children and being married? What else is your purpose in life? To go out partying and shaking your ass and like drink until you're numb? I don't understand. What do you consider to be the epitome of the human experience if not for having children? If it's just living your life and not really ever accomplishing anything and just having fun, I think that that's very pathetic.
I personally disagree with the entire construct of marriage. I believe that marriage signifies the ownership of women, and I disagree with it as a concept as a whole. And if you're not new to my page, you know that I have no intention of ever getting married. I relish in the idea of being single. I do not want to have any children. And I relish in the idea that for the first time, I'm one of the first generations of women who have the freedom to not participate in any of those things. So to me,
that's good, because at least she is abstaining from the whole thing. There's some women who have this kind of mindset and then they marry some poor dude and fuck him over instead. This is a better option than that.
Not only is it not an insult to my identity and does not dictate my worthiness as a human.
Yeah, it really does. It really does dictate your worthiness as a human being. If nobody wants you and you can't get along with somebody and you're not going to have kids, what use do you have in society? You're bringing such great amounts of achievement to humanity by sitting in front of a computer and typing some shit away in an office and answering some emails. You're bringing so much amazing utility to humanity. And when you die, it's going to be like you didn't even exist. Is that something you want to be proud of? Insane.
Being, it is a privilege that I get to choose not to get married. It is a privilege that I get to choose not to have children. And I believe that as a woman, you should avoid getting married. You should avoid having children. I think if you are even...
She does realize, like, surely that if everybody listened to this advice, humanity would cease to exist. This is the most brain dead take you could have as a person, is telling people not to have kids. The people I know just complain that they have to help around the house and care for stuff. But she might have reasons. We're going to hear what reasons she has, but I don't know. It's like someone who's masculine who wants to soften themselves by drinking matcha, read feminist literature, tried and use this to gain women's approval, and other things about the stereotype. Ah, okay, so it's a soy boy. Yeah, no, I'm not that. Definitely not. I couldn't give a fuck what women think of me. Which, ironically, is exactly what they like. So, works well in my favor.
remotely on the fence about any of those concepts, you need to avoid it. Marriage benefits men, and having children benefits the patriarchy. I'm not saying that.
I would have thought it just benefits humanity, you know, to continue our species. I'd love to hear her counter argument to, you know, if I said that, hey, we're all gonna die if we don't have kids. I want to know what she'd have to say about that. That's crazy.
No one should have children, or...
And how does it benefit men? Like, obviously both people benefit, but marriage primarily benefits women because it's a safety net for having children. It puts you in a position where the law is sanctioning your relationship. So if you get pregnant by that man, he's going to have to financially support you. I mean, that it's mostly for women's benefit.
That's where it gets kind of like muddy. Like, I think that marriage does have protections for women who do want to have children.
Yes,
or for
precisely.
women who are with a partner who's great. There are legal protections around that marriage works in favor for. But as a general concept, I think marriage represents the enslavement of women. I think marriage represents...
And why?
This is just the way it is. This
Say
is my
why.
opinion. This is what it's been historically. Marriage represents...
She's just saying shit, but she's not really giving any reasons for why.
the ownership of property that is women. Marriage is a huge deal, and especially as a woman, if you are at all on the fence about getting married, you need to not get married.
Why,
Fuck
bitch?
the soft life shit. Fuck the not doing anything with your life. Fuck not making your own money. You need to make your own money. That is a privilege. That is a blessing that you live in a time where you can make your own money and you can make something out of your own life. Do not trade this privilege that women have fought for for
Are you
a
gonna say
G-Wagon
why?
or for trips to Erewhon. You are worth so much more than that. Your life is worth so
Like
much more
what?
than that. You live in a time unlike any other in
Like
human
what?
history. There are women before you.
This is a
who
fucking
would
nothing
have
burger.
given anything
She's not saying
to
anything.
be able to have the opportunities that you have today. They would have given anything. If you marry a rich man, your life will be controlled by him. Your quality of life is going to be dictated by that man. Your relationship may look a certain way today, but it could be very different 10 years from now. It could be very different after you have 4 of his children. It's not
Really untrue. I genuinely think that the signs are always there for what kind of person someone is. You just don't see them. People don't suddenly change after 10 years. Something is missing. Something has changed from either one of you, or the environment has maybe, changed a little bit. But you can tell what kind of person they are beforehand, right? People don't just flip like that randomly unless they get into some kind of horrific accident and their brain is all fucking, discombobulated.
worth the Chanel bags. It's not worth the Cartier bracelets. It's not worth the fancy vacations. This is your one life. This is your independence. This is your autonomy. Please just think very long and hard before you enter these contracts, because
I genuinely think she's not gonna say shit. This is the biggest nothing burger of all time.
getting out of marriage, going through a divorce is a fucking grueling process. Co-parenting with somebody who is being difficult, who is trying to control you, is a
Is there a way to speed this up on
consuming
desktop?
process. You need to really understand what you're signing up for when you do that. This is not something that you do unless you are absolutely sure.
Yeah, you're signing up for a wonderful experience. Oh no, so scared.
And it's super nuanced, and there are legal protections that work in women's favor when it comes to marriage. But if I were to give you any kind of advice, avoid getting married, make your own money, do your own thing with your life. Do not put all your eggs in the basket of a man.
Okay, so she didn't say anything. She gave no reasons for why. And someone said brilliant. This is why women need to be property, right? Because they hear something like this, a woman just repeatedly saying, don't get married without giving any reason why for like 5 minutes. And then they're like, brilliant. This is the most enlightening thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy shit. How did I live my life before coming across this wisdom? It's unbelievable. I have gained the power of the wise sage. Yeah. This is why women need to be property. Contract. Yes. What's your opinion on Iran? I don't know shit about Iran. Why would I have an opinion of it? I don't know anything. That's crazy. The amount of people that are agreeing with this is nuts. Agreeing with what exactly? She didn't explain anything. What are you agreeing with? Most sheep behavior of all time.
Your wife stops giving you shit for stuff is the minute you...
I can't watch that. It's got fucking audio in it. I thought it was gonna be fun because it's a guy for once, but whatever.
Know if any other woman who is married to a man is like this, but one of my toxic traits is that I don't get as mad at my husband for the things that he does wrong as I do the concept of mother. And then I build a case in my head. Let me explain it. Let's say he doesn't pick up after himself, okay? That's annoying because there's 2 people who live in this house. So if you don't pick up after yourself, who's gonna do it? All your dishes? Like, who do you think? Okay, we don't have to get into it. I should get more mad at my husband, but instead I'm like, you were trained growing up that someone was just gonna pick it up after you. And then I get mad and I build a case against the concept of mother. Of course, I'm speaking very generally, but it's just like, hear me. Your parents teach you how to do things. I grew up with a mom that was single, full-time working nurse, And she was like, you just make your own food. You just pick up after yourself. That's just what you do. We had chores, we helped each other, we had to put dishes away, we had to clean before friends came over. It was just like, that's just what you did. And if you can't afford it, you just worked more. And then some other people are just like coddled. Like, whoa, what time would you like?
Yeah, this is boring. I don't know what to say about this one. It happens. This is the problem with live streaming. Some videos are shit sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is actually just that the guy doesn't care. It's like you feel the need to pick that stuff up and to wash everything right away. But I think most guys just kind of let it happen until they need, you know, whatever they dropped, or they need to wash the dishes because they're out of dishes. I think that's why the majority of women just seem to have this instinct to have everything constantly be clean and tidy, which I don't think is a problem. But getting mad at him for that when he thinks completely the opposite, I mean, you kind of have to look at it from his perspective. This is a conversation you just have to have if this is the way that your husband is. Just sit down. Just go like, okay, why do you leave this stuff around? If he tells you because you're going to pick it up, well, now you know. If he tells you, because I just don't feel the need to move it, well, then you know. Then you know it's not an attack on you, and he's not expecting you to pick it up, or he's not expecting it to be done. You would know. He just doesn't care about having it clean. And if it's a big problem for you, you tell him. Look, the biggest downfall of all relationships, holy voice crack. The biggest downfall of all relationships is a lack of communication. Everybody loves to say they're good communicators. Very few people are good communicators. And that's the primary glue that keeps relationships together, is actually being able to discuss any topic and actively trying to discuss topics, especially things that you disagree with or problems that you have. Keeping it in is never going to work. It's only going to lead to problems down the line. You need to be very good at both speaking and articulating your thoughts and listening to the other person and making changes. Otherwise, your relationship is doomed. And I think that's what it mostly comes down to. That's why most people can't hold relationships. That's why people can't hold relationships. It's because they suck at talking. They lack the ability to speak and listen.
Trap. Do not do it. Nobody wants to be doing it. Marriage is a trap. Do not do it. Nobody wants to be doing this every single day. It is a trap. You know what the real trap is? We traded loyalty for options, respect for attention, commitment for convenience. Now women are walking all over the place saying, we don't need a man. And the man have stopped becoming the man that we dreamed of. It is actually scary what we're seeing nowadays. We say we want safety, but we reject structure. We want love, but we treat submission as if it was slavery. The truth is, marriage isn't a trap. Loneliness and bitterness is. One day you'll wake up alone and you will realize being alone, doing life alone, that's the real trap. Marriage is
Yep, she's absolutely right. I mean, everything in life is just perspective. If you have a victim mentality and you look at everything as something happening to you rather than something that, you know, is just happening, then that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like everything is constantly against you, like God is punishing you in some way. The only way you can really live a fulfilling life is by having the perspective that you have a fulfilling life. Because you can think of it this way. How come there's people that are homeless and they have supposedly terrible lives? Some of them are addicts. Some of them have a bunch of other problems. But why are some of them happy? How is it possible that a person in seemingly horrible conditions could feel any joy at all? Well, it's because it's all about perspective. Maybe they just love the freedom. Maybe they're willing to sacrifice it. And maybe they made the choice to be that way. And if that's the case, then they can find joy in what they have done. So the biggest problem with the majority of people is not that their lives suck. It's that the perspective on their life sucks. You can literally flip your life around like this in the next minute by simply being grateful for everything you have as opposed to being ungrateful for everything you don't. That simple shift is the most important way that you can live a better life. There's no other way that you will ever be fulfilled. You can chase money, you can chase cars, you can chase women, you can chase whatever the fuck you want. none of it is going to fulfill you until you realize that your life is good the way it is. And not because of the things that you have. Or because, you know, or worrying about the things that you're missing. It's all perspective. That's what people don't understand when they say that they would be happy if they were rich. You wouldn't be. You'd be just as upset. Because once the novelty of the money wears off, you're going to be just as depressed as before because you're going to realize that every problem still exists. You know, you could still be extremely unhealthy, overweight, not have any friends, not really be that close to your family, not have children. All these problems are still going to exist. So it's not really going to fix your life the way that you think it will. True happiness and true joy comes from self-reflection and perspective.
Permission from your partner. He goes and does. Stop asking permission from your partner. He goes and does this, but I can't because I always have to ask to do this. You don't have to ask to do anything that you want to do in life. And it really annoys.
You know, a great sign of somebody who's in a very stable, good relationship is when a woman asks her husband what she can and can't do. Now, look, literally, you cannot stop them. And literally, you don't have to ask. But if you do ask and you feel the need to ask and it makes you feel happy, you're going to have a much better relationship than somebody who doesn't ask. Because a man cannot have authority. A man cannot have responsibility over a woman unless he has some level of authority over that woman. So if she wants to go out and do whatever, or take drugs, or go to parties, or, you know, unsafe alleyways or whatever in the middle of the night, if the man has no say, then how could he possibly have responsibility over that woman? If something happens to her, he's going to be the one that gets blamed. But why is it fair that he gets blamed if he has no authority over protecting his wife? The thing is, the reason women should ask is because women always want to date somebody who's smarter than them, right? I think that's, you know, not an unpopular opinion here. Women want somebody who's better than them. They want somebody who's smarter, somebody who makes more money, whatever. Somebody who's taller, you know. Women always want the best. They always want something better than them. So if you're getting somebody who is smarter than you, because that's what you find attractive, then why would you not listen to their opinion on what you should and shouldn't do if they're smarter than you? You get what I mean? If you're going to ignore them, then what's the point? You know, you could argue, well, I want to make my own mistakes, but depending on the situation, you might not get a second chance. If he lets you out to that club and you end up getting raped, what's going to happen? Right? If he told you not to go and you go anyway and it happens. Now, of course, I'm not victim blaming here, right? Don't be stupid. Nobody should be raping, but imagine the situation where the husband says, don't do this, and the woman does it, and she faces severe consequences of the action that she took. Well, you might not get a second chance. You know, your brain could be altered forever. You could be physically altered forever as well. So why would you not listen? Now, obviously, there's some people that take this way too far. There's some men that don't let their women do anything that they don't like them to. I don't think you should be like that, but I think that you should have a sense of authority to be able to have a final say in something that you believe is extremely important.
Annoys me that people feel like this.
You communicate, but you don't ask permission.
Yeah, and you're enabling this kind of behavior that they can go and play golf and go to the gym and go out for drinks after work, and you're just there like a fucking kitchen bitch.
But again, it's not really something that you have control over. Like if I had a girlfriend and she came up to me and she was like, I want to go on holiday to this place for 3 weeks with just me and my girls, you know, and I'm like, no, don't go. And she's like, well, I don't care. She's like, okay, no problem. She's going to leave. I'm going to change the keys. I'm going to change the locks on my door, and she's not welcome back into my life. It's that easy. Like, I'm not going to force her to stay. She can do whatever she wants. But if I'm bringing that up as a boundary of mine and it's something that I don't want her to do and I think it's a big deal, well, then I'm just going to leave the relationship. But then this happens, and then women say, oh, my ex was so controlling and abusive, and he didn't let me do XYZ, even though he just left her because she, you know, stepped over his boundaries.
With these kids, and then don't enable this behavior and it won't happen. Okay, the children are not solely your responsibility. Like, this is
Yeah, that's true. I think that a lot of men falter in this for sure. I think that, like, you have to have some understanding of what it is like to be with children. It's basically a 24/7 job. You know, you got to be with them all the time. I understand if you're tired from work, whatever, but taking care of kids is extremely mentally draining. And when you get home and she still has to take care of the kids, you know, I feel like you should know as a man that you should step up a little bit. First of all, just spend some time with your kids. You know, somebody's got to pass on your moral values and your skills and whatnot, you know, so you should just be spending some time with your kids. And the other thing is just that, you know, your wife is exhausted. She has absolutely zero time to herself at all. Whereas if you come home and you kick your feet up and just rest in front of the couch and watch some TV while she's still taking care of the child, you can see how that could build some form of resentment towards you over time, right? I mean, it's only logical. Hey, horse stuff, what's up? So yeah, I mean, you gotta step up a little bit as well. If you just go to work and come home and just disregard the children, then you're an asshole as well. It's just a shit dad too. You might as well be a deadbeat.
50-50 street. You do not carry the weight of the whole household on your shoulders just because you are female and just because you birth the children out your vajayjays. But as long as women keep doing this, men will keep being like this. Stop.
I mean, women are better at nurturing. That's why. But, you know, whatever. Anyway.
Okay, I'm 25 years old and I've been with my boyfriend for almost a year, and we have no desire to get married or have kids or none of that. And I really hate the fact that a lot of people like to project their expectations of a relationship onto me and say like, oh, if he's not putting a ring on it, then like don't do this and this and this and this and that for him. But it's like, okay, so what happens if I don't want to get married? I don't want to get married. Because here's the thing, okay? I don't want marriage or being a wife to be a sense of identity, and me and my partner both really value having a sense of identity in our relationships. And I honestly see young people getting married and I don't envy them at all. There's just so many things that I want to achieve in my life before I consider being a wife. Not saying like go be single and like go be a hoe or nothing like that, but I've been seeing a lot of Aisha Curry talking about how she wishes that she would have experienced being young and like life before she settled down and became a mother and had like got married and all that stuff. And I 1000% agree with her, because I think that
this is a shit video. Are we sitting watching reels together? Yeah, pretty much. True, yes. And making fun of some people. Hell yeah. What's more fun than watching reels alone is watching reels while bantering with someone else. Although some of the reels are shit like this one. There's nothing really to say about it.
I think that getting married seems like embarrassing as fuck. Like, I get embarrassed so easily, and I just think the thought of getting married in front of a group of people, even like walking down the aisle, how do you not laugh? Like, I feel like if it was all of my friends and my family, which it would be, I think I would just have to laugh, like, walking down the aisle, because it's like, what am I doing right now? Like, that scares the fuck out of me. I have always hated being the center of attention.
This is shit too, yeah, true. You're not wrong there. You came at a bad time, buddy. Unlucky. Classic blonde girl. Yeah.
Can't take it. Like, I'll start like laughing awkwardly, and just thinking about like.
I kind of get it. It is a bit embarrassing. You know, it is kind of like a humiliation ritual. Go up to the altar and then a bunch of friends and family are watching you fucking, you know, commit to someone. I don't know. Does seem kind of awkward, but whatever. It's got to be done. It's more for your family than for you. Anyway, this video is shit. Well, but still a concept of the stream is cool. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yes, you know, there's better moments than this for sure. I promise.
really feel? Don't get mad. You're gonna get mad. You wanna know how I really feel? I feel like you shouldn't get married. And I know I've already said this, but whenever I go to give advice,
This
on
better
all
not be
these
one of
horror
those
stories
which
that I see,
doesn't give a reason
whether
why
it be with,
again.
like Hailey Bieber or other people, or that trend that's going around right now where it's like, oh, but there used to be a time. I really wish women would stop getting married. And there's always a conversation that's being had around like SW and how like SW sets women back and how it feeds into the patriarchy.
Oh
and
fuck, this is boring. I can't watch this one either. If you think that's embarrassing, wait till you see the old tradition rituals in marriage in other countries. Oh, I've seen them. Yeah, it gets a lot worse. I've seen some crazy shit. I saw one recently, which was something like the woman's. Let me try to remember what it was exactly. The bride's stepfather, so the groom's dad, would. No, wait, yeah. So this is what it was. The groom's father would sit in a chair like a throne, and the bride would have to squat down on top of him and back up like 15 times or something. That's fucking crazy. That is a wild one. I don't know how the fuck you can do that as a tradition. Or what about the ones where you gotta like remove the bride's anklet or something, or like she has this kind of like ribbon or so that's on her upper thigh and you have to remove it with your teeth in front of everybody? So odd. I'm sure there's worse ones than that, but there's definitely some bad ones in there. Anyway, this video is boring too.
Ready with me while we talk about the epidemic amongst young Muslim girls. Okay, I turned the background lights off. We got a very serious vibe going on here because this is a serious conversation. So yesterday, one of my close friends came over. We're talking about how there is an epidemic, I like to call it, of young Muslim girls like 17, 18 who are getting married, and their main goal in life is to get married and have babies.
Yeah, good. That's what every woman's main goal in life should be. They're doing the right thing, it seems. Giggity. Yes, giggity indeed. What's up, evil Scotsman? Okay, so if women don't want to get married, then what would happen to this world? Does everyone become gay? Yeah, exactly. It is their tradition. Yeah, true. You're not wrong. The world would end. Correct.
A couple of reasons why I take issue with this. So I will preface this by saying I too, in my teenage years, like 16, 17, 18, that was also my main goal in life. Like I just wanted to get married, and my thing was like, get married at—
Yeah, and then she got older, she went to college, and then she got brainwashed and indoctrinated to believe that she has a purpose greater than continuing the survival of our species. Yeah, it happens. Too often.
20, first baby at 22. That was my thing. I didn't know this is low-key like a controversial subject. This is probably gonna get on the wrong side of alt-right Muslim TikTok. And honestly, if I can even like change the mind of one 17-year-old girl, I'm happy. You change so much in your 20s compared to like 16, 17, 18. You go through almost like a second puberty. It's crazy. Your whole mindset changes. You let people treat you, your tolerance for things, how you treat others. Before people come for me being like, Jenna, you're literally a fucking hypocrite. You got married at 22, bitch, that's still young. I agree. It's not 17 young, but I agree. It is still young. But what I will say, and I'm going to get into this as to one of my reasons why I don't think you should be getting married at like 18. I, alhamdulillah, am pretty established, I guess.
Oh, fuck. I genuinely just don't care. Holy shit. And these videos near the end blow ass. I just don't have the patience to watch this. I wish I could speed it up like 2x or something. She's taking too long to make her point.
It was cheating on me on our wedding day. Yeah, no, not a week before, not months before,
rough.
like hours before I was supposed to walk down.
Unlucky.
And if you thought I was going to be the kind of girl that was going to hide in the corner and cry about it, just cancel the wedding, no, could not be me.
What's the topic? Dumb bitches complaining about their relationships.
Cancel the wedding? No, could not be me. I was going to make sure this man paid. So, let me tell you how I got my revenge. I wake up the morning of my wedding surprisingly calm, no cold feet, no crazy wedding jitters, until I check my phone. And that's when I see I have a DM on Instagram from an account that I don't follow. And at this point, I think my biggest concern of the day is whether my curls are going to hold during the ceremony. But when I open this message, I realize my concerns are a lot bigger than that. The message from this random girl reads, "Hey, so sorry, didn't realize he was engaged, but thought you would want to know what your fiance did during his bachelor party." And there they are. There are literally almost 50 photos of my fiance and this girl kissing, looking like a couple, for tons of screenshots of text between them, laying out exactly what happened during his bachelor party, that they were spending that entire weekend together. I mean, the proof was irrefutable. He clearly cheated on me. And I'm not dumb.
This sounds kind of like a fake story. Low-key, no one cares. Why did they post this shit? Yeah. Well, surprisingly, a lot of people care. 2.7 million likes. Topics alright, but doing it while applying makeup is cringe. Yeah. I'm also just kind of bored of this one. Like, she's not saying anything. I want to hear what she got revenge with. I'm curious about that.
He cheated on me like that on his bachelor party. He's definitely cheated before. I just haven't caught him. So I've realized that I didn't even know who I was marrying.
Yeah,
I was
probably
marrying a total stranger. And this girl definitely lied when she said that she didn't know he was engaged, because one of the text messages said, "There's no way that she's going to find out, and this is my last taste of freedom." So yeah, she definitely knew he had a fiance and was about
Bro got caught in 4K. Holy shit. You didn't think that one through.
to get married. Why even lie? But whatever. My issue was with him, not with her, and I'm just glad that she told me before it was too late and I married the man. So I immediately go and show my best friend / maid of honor all of these messages, and she's shocked. She's angry and upset, and she's like, "Okay, what are we gonna do? What is the plan? Are we running right now?" And I said, "Absolutely not. Give me my dress. It's time for me to put it on." And she is so confused because she assumed that I was gonna cancel the wedding, but no, that is not what I was gonna do. I sat her down and told her the plan that I had to get revenge on this man. And she was so in. I love her. So it's time for the ceremony. It's time for me to get married. And the ceremony space looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
Better than I could have ever
point.
imagined. It
Fuck.
was my dream wedding, except obviously not my dream man. He is up there looking like he just stepped out of a magazine ad. I start walking down the aisle and he is crying. I'm like, okay, you little fake.
I feel like at
don't
this point
believe
she's
any
gonna say
emotion
some shit
you've
like,
ever
"I flicked his
expressed to me in
toes" or
our
something.
lives. During my fiance's vows, I am trying so hard to keep it together. If I wouldn't have known he cheated, I would have been in tears. They were beautiful, but knowing what he did, it was just comical. He was talking about how much he loved me, how he would always protect my heart, he would always support me. We were a
To be fair, a man's love for a woman is very different to a woman's love for a man. Cheating is still wrong either way. If you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend, you should just tell her that you're gonna cheat on her. You should just say, "Hey, there's a sexy bitch that I really want to have sex with. I'm gonna do it." Because at least, look, one of the main things that makes cheating painful is the betrayal. If you tell someone up front you're gonna do this thing, then at least you're not doing it behind their back. Makes it way less painful.
team. He would always be loyal to me. Okay, really? How is he standing there with a straight face saying this to me? But I do. I keep it together. I just have a little soft.
He could just be really manipulative. You could just gaslight the shit out of her and go like, "Look, I tried to do it so hard so that you wouldn't find out because I really wanted to hide it from you because I actually really love you. It's just, it's not the same. You know, I just had a sexual urge I wanted to take care of so that I could make sure it never happens again. And, you know, don't break us up over nothing." Cheating also makes you feel not worthy being a priority. Yeah, I do think cheating is wrong, regardless of who does it. But there's also, this is gonna sound weird, but there's a right and wrong way to do it as well.
Smile on my face like the whole time, and I feel like he might have been a little confused why I wasn't crying because I am a crier, but you know, he wasn't too suspicious at this point. But then it was time for me to give my vows, and that's where the real fun started. I started off my vows by saying, "Babe, standing in front of you right now, about to say I do to become your wife, there aren't a lot of words to express what I'm feeling. So I thought it would be best if I showed you." And right then, from behind us, a screen lowered and the projector turned on to play a presentation that my maid of honor and I created while we were getting ready.
This is totally a fake story. I think I read something like this on Reddit. She's just reading someone else's story.
Yeah, I think you know where this is going. I continued by saying, "The reason I don't know what to say to you is because I don't know you. You're a stranger to me."
This is actually a really shit way to get revenge because the fact that he cheated on you makes you look just as bad as him. because in other people's eyes, they would also, you know, try to figure out like maybe he cheated on you because you did something wrong, you know? People don't immediately put all the blame on someone. And it's also just embarrassing. Makes you look like you're a shitty partner. Even if that's not necessarily the case. Because everybody has this preconception that if you're a perfect partner, you're not going to get cheated on, which is untrue, but everybody thinks that. So it makes you look bad as well when someone cheats on you. So, and showing this to your friends and family, that's kind of gross.
I thought you were the love of my life, my soulmate, but really, you're just a pathological liar who almost forced me into a marriage while deceiving me. Who knows how many times you've cheated on me? And as I'm saying all of this, the photos and text messages that girl sent me were playing in the background. This
AI generated. Checkmate. You can't prove it, bitch. We're cooking, boys. I wasted so much time for this shit. If you get cheated, just leave them, move on. It does also show a sense of immaturity. It shows that you have no emotional control. So it kind of also puts her in a bad light. Like if she was actually emotionally mature, she would have not done that and she would have just called off the wedding. Getting revenge is not a good sign. You know, that's not a pleasant characteristic.
man looked like he was going to projectile vomit everywhere. His family is all sobbing. My family is just shook. I told him I could choose to stand here and be devastated, but instead, I am so lucky I found out before it was too late, and I had a son with you, and had to do everything in my power to make him turn out not just like you. I then turned to all the guests.
All right, that's pretty much the same. That's the end of the story. Well, yeah, I think you should just rip the story off Reddit, but whatever.
Fucking story time on how I got cheated on!
Holy shit, you need to calm your tits, woman. God damn. Fuck, that's like hearing a fucking banshee screaming in your ear.
I'm back, bitches. I hope you fucking missed me because I missed myself. I'm back. I don't know if y'all remember the short little motherfucker I posted in my homecoming transition, but he's dead. Gone. Life ended. Career ended. Bloodline ended. I ended him. Yeah. So let's start this off. Freshman.
Holy fuck, her voice is so annoying. God damn. Screeching. Yeah, this one seems real. Yeah, I think this one might be. God damn.
On. Life ended. Career ended. Bloodline ended. I ended him. Yeah. So let's start this off. Freshman little fucking me, 15 years old, fresh into high school. I find this kid and he's funny. So at first I thought
that's how they get you. The funny ones, that's how they get you. By the way, if anybody's in chat and you want to send some shit to watch that you think would suit this, I'll accept TikTok videos. You could go into the Discord and send me some and I'll watch them too. Because I'm about to run out. Kids after getting their first phone, yeah. How old do you think she is? Because she looks both young and old. It's kind of confusing.
we were just gonna be friends, and then he became like really fucking obsessive, and I was like into it.
She like looks like someone who could be both like 19 and 15. So I'm a bit confused.
So we got together. That motherfucker was obsessed. He ate my ass, used to beg to eat my ass like that. He was a munch. Let's just get that out of the fucking way. 3 years of my life. So,
God damn, bro's thirsty.
4 or 5 months ago-ish now. Like September. Okay, actually, little backstory. Before we got together, there was like, we were in the same friend group, and there was like this one girl, we'll call her Chlamydia. Chlamydia was a part of the friend group for like a while,
nice
and then this was
nickname.
me, and we'll call him Farquad. Nope, Olaf. We're gonna call him Olaf. So as soon as me and Olaf got together, Chlamydia kind of dipped. So, my best friend's birthday party rolls around in September of this year. Mind you, haven't seen Chlamydia.
Oh man, this is so fucking annoying. Like my ears are starting to hurt. I don't know. What do you think about this one, guys? I feel like I kind of want to just stop watching this one because it's making my ears bleed.
Like in years, like where's she at? So Chlamydia shows up to the party and we're just like, oh. She's having conversations with everybody. I thought she was just trying to like, you know.
Chlamydia does do that all the time, huh? So much cuts too, yeah.
Like make her way back into society. No, bitch was trying to make her way in my man's pants. I don't know why I didn't catch that fucking vibe or at least catch some fucking hands, but damn, bitch.
Yeah, no, I can't do this. It's so cringe and my fucking ears hurt. So I'm gonna skip this one. Holy shit. It's annoying in general to watch them think they're smart. Female, yeah, true. Been years since I seen you. Well, now you're here, so hello.
That I don't have a bikini body, so I took my top off in front of all of his friends. So we were on the beach with his group of friends, and about 15 guys were there. That is why what he said was even more hurtful and embarrassing. When we got to the beach, I am that person that immediately has to go into the water, but I was the only one, so I went alone, and my boyfriend and all of his friends just stayed talking on the towels. So about like 15 minutes after, I get out of the water, and I'm walking towards where my boyfriend and his friends all are. I noticed that my boyfriend was like looking at me, staring at me whilst I was walking with a smirk on his face. I thought he was about to say something sweet, but no. As soon as I come closer to them, my boyfriend says very loudly and in front of everyone, "You should wear a one piece because you don't really have a bikini body." If he was trying to be funny, like
That, holy shit, what a fucking loser. Imagine saying that about your girlfriend in front of a bunch of guys. Holy shit. Wow, what the fuck was he smoking? Why would you ever insult your girlfriend in front of people? How brain dead is her boyfriend? Fucking hell. Wow. You know, if you're out there and you're single, you should be really embarrassed about yourself because this guy gets bitches and you don't. Think about that. I'm trolling, relax.
it didn't work because everybody just was awkward. None of them laughed, obviously, because like, why would you laugh at that? Nobody said a word, and for like 10 seconds, I just stared at my boyfriend.
Yeah, what a fucking loser.
What I was gonna do. There's no way that he's gonna embarrass me in front of all of his friends, and I'm not gonna humiliate him back. So I pulled off the top part of my bikini, and I stood there in front of all
Okay,
of his friends,
that's
said,
also nuts.
Now it's a one piece. He immediately got up screaming and stood in front of me to try and cover me up.
That is kind of funny.
Started screaming, saying, "Are you crazy? Put something on
Very
immediately."
immature, but
I then
that is
also
funny.
very loudly said, "I don't even know why you bother wearing shorts since it's so small, no one would even notice it." No one said a word too, and for the rest of the day, I just lay down tanning with my now.
He deserves that. That's good. It's you that did the can I build a business? Yes, correct. I do, but I don't commit. Yeah, man, I am too. That's crazy. Yeah, actually a revenge story that that was deserved for sure. That dude can suck it.
Woke up to a "Hey girly" DM on my honeymoon. Yeah, day one, not the week before, not the month before. Day one of my honeymoon, I wake up to an account that I don't follow has messaged me to let me know that my current husband has been sleeping with one of my friends.
You know what would actually be really fun to do? Imagine going on Instagram and DMing random people. Usually, boyfriend, girlfriend would like follow each other on Instagram. So you just find the two pieces of the couple and you DM the girl pretending like he cheated on her and just to fuck up their relationship. And that would tell you a lot about how strong their relationship is. Because if that shit happened to me, my girlfriend wouldn't even believe it. She'd just be like, yeah, this is bullshit. So it would be really funny to see. Obviously, we couldn't get the reactions from them just over the text, but it would be hilarious. Just knowing what you've done. No, well, it's not Andre. It's close, but it's not that. Oh, wait, there's a second. Oh, your name's Andre as well. He was asking you. Okay, my bad. I apologize for butting into your conversation. I'm just a bystander here.
They just couldn't keep it on their conscience anymore, so they had to create a whole entire Instagram account to tell me, and they attached photos. Mind you, I wake up in a tropical location that morning, you know, newlywed, if you will, thinking that my biggest obstacle is going to be whether or not the rain's going to hold off for my little beach day, right, so I can catch the UVs. No, because I kept feeling this, like, impending doom, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? something tells me, you know, you need to check your DMs, right? Which I don't do, ever. But I check them, girl. Oh, I check them. And what I find is, you know, I have a hey girly DM. And in that moment, I'm like...
I check all my DMs. I find them very fun to check, even if they're bullshit. Why are you talking in like hieroglyphics? I don't know what to call them. Thick text. What is happening?
I'm not opening that. Like, that has got to be someone just trying to ruin my good time. Like, I'm on my honeymoon. Like, there's no way I'm dealing with that. I lock my phone, I close it, I set it down. And in that moment, I realized, girl, your honeymoon's ruined if you don't go back and open that, because you're not going to stop thinking about it. So I open it, and the message says, hey, girly, I, you know, hate to do this to you, but I can't have it on my conscience anymore. Your husband has been sleeping with, let's just call her Sarah, for at least the last 6 months. I hope this reaches you before your wedding. Sorry. And then there's attached photos. Mind you, it didn't reach me before the wedding. And the photos are not only screenshots of their text messages that are foul and weird, but there's also pictures of them together, which what looks like...
How does this even happen? This also sounds made up. Because why would it take so long? And how would someone else who knows the woman they're sleeping with find out about this? Seems kind of odd.
This bachelor trip, and then plenty of other times that I can't make out. Like, there's a lot of photos. Mind you, I know this girl. We're pretty good friends, actually. We have brunch once a month in like a girl group. Like, I thought we were pretty good friends, and she's also married. So I'm shocked, right? I'm shocked. And in that moment, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what am I going to do? This is humiliating if this is true. Because I'm kind of still gaslighting myself, being like, this could be AI. I doubted it, though, because, like, I don't know, there were real, like, photos of him.
Oh, that's actually, you know what? We can improve that previous idea, too. You could do that by sending fucking AI-generated photos of their boyfriend with someone else. That's crazy. You could totally do that. That sounds fun. You know what? I might do that in my spare time just for fun. Troll a little, you know, while it's still legal. I don't know, man, how so much of all this happens to so many girls. I mean, it's just... It seems like a lot because it's so readily available. Also, I think the majority of humans are just not very loyal. Yeah, keep it in English. That would be nice, because no one else knows what the fuck you guys are talking about.
His clothes, like the text messages sounded like him. I don't know. And something told me it was right. But I didn't go flip out on...
Maybe I should do a trolling stream where we just find some people to DM. And we send them AI-generated photos and voice messages of their boyfriend. What do you think of that? Is that legal? Can you even do that? I mean, I'm not committing any crime, not that I know of. That would be funny.
Or anything. I actually told him, like, you know what, babe? Like, you go run us a bath, and I'll meet you there in 10 minutes. Like, it's our honeymoon, right? And I'm like, go run us a bath. I'll meet you in there in 10 minutes. I'm going to get cleaned up out here a bit. Like, see.
You know what we could do? Maybe it'd be possible to actually set this up as some kind of prank. So maybe I could try to find some guys who'd be okay with me doing this to their girlfriend so that they could record their reaction or like their post reaction to that. I don't know how many people would be willing to do that though, because their relationship would be on the fucking line, bro. Yeah, I would show up. Yeah, that would be funny. You ever seen the guy who rings up and delivers bad news live? That sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not sure. Could you elaborate a little bit, specifically what he talks about, or is it different every time? I feel like I've heard about something like that.
Even 10. I'm not the type of girl to go through your phone, like literally ever. Like, I'm not going to go through your phone.
John breaks bad news. I don't recall. Is that something I should check out? That sounds funny. I'm gonna write it down.
But I was like, I'm going through the damn phone, right? I got to get confirmation. Mind you, his phone is always on Do Not Disturb, but he doesn't even have a password. So, like, Mance was really not trying to hide much. I get the phone, and they're right there. They're actually texting each other that morning. Despicable. Despicable. You know, the girl had popped a couple spicy cubes that morning, put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it, right? We're having us a romantic time on our honeymoon. And I get up to go to the bathroom, and this man's over here texting his side piece about how he misses her. That is insane behavior. You're literally in bed with me on our honeymoon, and you're acting as if like you can't wait to get back to your side piece. That's crazy. The trauma that I have from that.
What can you say? You always want what you can't have, huh? Maybe while he's with her, he was texting you saying he misses you. So it's balanced.
I knew that this is going to be public humiliation. Like, I literally just got done posting my wedding photos, and now I'm about to have to annul the marriage. So I thought, you know what? The best revenge is actually going.
This is why you should just keep your life private. Just don't post your wedding photos online. Nobody has to see them.
Going to be, you know, public humiliation for them, because number one, they obviously don't care about our relationship, and she's married and she obviously doesn't care about her relationship. So I take the screenshots, the photos that I have, and the screenshots of their text messages, and I have his phone.
That's such a, I never understood that. That's such a cuck thing to do. Like being a guy who's sleeping with a married woman. Like even if she prefers you over him, you're still getting cucked as well. It's very odd behavior. I don't know how someone like gets off on that.
I go right to his little IG and I post all of that on his story. I tag her and I tag her husband. Yeah, it's cross-posted also over to his FB, so everyone's going to see it. This man keeps his phone on Do Not Disturb. So, you know, he's not really going to get many messages, and I'm going to hide it. But not before I go ahead and send them all to his family group chat so that there's no questions about what happened, right?
I'm glad I stay out of drama, man. I just avoid this shit entirely by not doing things that would elicit such a reaction. It's easy. Thing is, if she had a crush on him and she would be single and he would text her and cheat the other one, she wouldn't have a single problem. Yeah, if it was flipped. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and this happens all the time too, so it's verifiable. It always seems like the wrong people get married. Like someone, it's always that one person in the relationship just isn't on the same page as the other. You know, it's rarely both. It's usually one of them just seems unhinged for some reason. I wonder what the phenomenon is there, why that happens. Hello again. Hi. Yeah, that's unlucky.
You guys know I have Tourette syndrome. I have Tourette syndrome, stupid. But what you probably don't know is what sets off my Tourette syndrome. What are specific triggers that I have? Starting off, a huge trigger that I have is bald people. Yes. Bald people. I got it from my dad, who is also bald. My fiance's name.
Okay, yeah, that I don't. Sure. Never mind. I don't know what I could say about that one. Fucking starting off, bark, bark. Let's see if we accidentally find a couple more that are good. I accidentally opened. Okay, here we go. I saw this one, caught my eye.
Men will literally make jokes about hitting, beating, raping women, but the second a woman makes a joke about hating men, that's where they draw their line.
Because they're not joking. They're usually not joking. The men are actually joking. They don't mean it. But I never see women joke about hating men. They're serious.
Got it. Men will literally...
Did you see her eyes there? Her eyes looked like they were looking in different directions.
Make jokes about hitting
Look.
line.
I'm sorry. That looks a bit funny. It's like when you got pizza over there and cake over there. Know what I mean? Except we are joking, they aren't. Top comment. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I'm liking them just to get them out of my feed. What else seems here? What else seems good here? One eye agrees, the other one doesn't. Yeah, this is the one doing the thinking. It's twitching a little bit. She's got a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde shit going on. What else have we got here? This one's just called Bro.
An ICE agent arrested.
Never mind. Or
another ICE agent.
okay, yeah, never mind.
Men will.
Okay, this is going to set my ticks off, but I get tons.
Oh, it's this bitch again.
What did you just say to me?
Well, maybe you should have listened, because here's a quote from the Bible. I do not let women teach men. Now, it's not I, as in me, myself. I think this is like actually from God saying this, but I do not let women teach men or have authority over them. Let them listen quietly. 1 Timothy 2:12. So next time, and just open your ears.
You're delusional. You know that? I hope you know that. What did you...
Master level manipulator. Holy shit, he pulled out the fucking Bible for that one. That's crazy. Oh, that is horrible. Wow. Can you do Roblox live streams to play Abyss? Bro, Roblox is for kids. Look, it's all good if kids want to watch this kind of stuff, but I'd rather an audience that isn't like living off brain rot, you know? I'm not a big fan of the brain rot. Maybe if I played something more interesting. I don't know what... Last time I played Roblox was like fucking 2012, 2013 or so. I can't even remember. When did Roblox come out? It's older than that, right? That's crazy, though. Those are some high IQ tactics. How old are you? Guess. I'm just kidding. I'm 23. Oh, well, you bang on. Good job. Yes.
Don't cheat. What the hell are you doing?
You can't do that kind of shit. I gotta go through the security footage because why is my boat and ATV gone from the driveway? Like, I had them parked there. I had it all security locked.
Actually, funny story. My brother decided he was really interested in getting, you know.
Yeah, I know. We've talked
a new
about it a
ATV.
lot.
So I actually gifted it to him for $1.
You did the fuck what?
Guess what? I found out today.
I don't care what you found out. You
You're
gave
cheating.
away my
You're
boat.
cheating.
That
Yes.
does not. No, I'm not. And that even if I was, which I'm not, why would you give away my boat and ATV?
Was that the same woman? I had a feeling that the voice sounded kind of familiar. So she's making this shit up. So these are fake. Okay, that's sad. I'm 8. I'm a kid. So why are you watching here? This is way too, like, unfamily friendly for you, buddy. Go watch your Roblox. Yeah, these are scripted. Sad. Block the account. What else have we got here?
I don't care if you like it when a girl is on top. I don't care. Okay, I go up there for my own...
Okay, I don't care. I don't know why you're sharing your sexual life online. Odd behavior. Okay, yeah, never mind. Fucking... What is up with the algorithm showing this kind of content? Every time you make a new page as well, I've noticed. Have you ever made a new Instagram or a TikTok page and like at least 30% of your feed is just women half naked? Crazy. They're really trying to get you to stay on those apps, huh? Watching these get you trust issues, though. Yeah. You should have trust issues. Have trust issues about everything and everyone. Good. This will teach you to be more resilient. I don't like girls. Yeah, you probably don't like anyone. Makes sense.
Clap if you're against it. Oh. Clap if...
This is why I have someone pick the videos, because just scrolling through TikTok is just filled with a bunch of trash. 370k likes? What the fuck is women's problem with ankles? That's probably something I'm missing. Whatever.
This ain't no pullout weather. Alright? It's cold. Keep that shit in. She's shivering.
Okay, you know what? This is... yeah, I've had enough. I'm gonna stop here. I'll need to get some more videos. Alright, how about this one?
I don't really care.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Hey, Balor, what's up, man? It's been a while. I'm low-key fried. Yeah, this is cooking my brain. The first, like, half were pretty good, but the second half have just been so... oh, man. Balor, shouldn't you be in... no, wait. It's not bedtime for you. Yeah, that's like 5 o'clock. I forgot I streamed early today. I feel like I have some more energy in me, but I'm also getting kind of hungry. I'm on a carnivore diet right now, and I'm doing OMAD, so it's been like 24 hours since I ate. So I'm getting kind of hungry. Like the jacket, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have a lot of alternatives. I don't really have a lot of jackets because I live in a hot place. So this is like the only one I have that I can wear, which is not just a hoodie. Eating potatoes and water and fruit. I think I'm a vegan now. That's crazy. Eat more meat, bro. Anything else that's good here? Nah. How's life? It's all right. Can't complain. Just, you know, taking it one day at a time. How about you? Ah. I need a longer one where you speak, not just these little tidbits. Nothing much. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really ever change much, does it? Kind of just chill all the time. Unless something major happens, but usually the major thing is like not an amazing thing. Usually it super sucks. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything in the recommended. Really, so. For the full cam, does the full cam work? If I change to full cam? No, it does not. I'd have to fix it. Should I just fix it? Is my microphone at least on? Does my mic work here? Is my mic on? Can you hear me? Should be able to. And then where's the shorts? Shorts, full cam. Yeah, I guess that's full cam for shorts, huh? Close enough. I can make myself a little bigger. Reeb. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I don't have any more videos. I was actually thinking maybe I wanted to do another gaming stream one of the days because it was fun last time. I had a good time. That video did fairly well as well. I wanted to play Silk Song because I fucking love the game and I haven't done Steel Soul because I've been really busy. So I was like, if I'm gonna, you know, stream it, at least it's kind of like work in a way. You know, I'm not just wasting time playing something. So, I don't know. I'll see. I'm scared of women. Who isn't, brother? Who isn't? They terrify me. Yeah, do a Silk Song stream. I will. I mean, I will if you watch it. Otherwise, no. No, you're like a little kid as well. It's kind of funny how even when you do more mature content that's still shown to kids, it just goes to show how so much of the platform is children. But it's also kind of scary that the algorithms are not very good at knowing who to show it to. Because some of this kind of content is really not for kids, you know? Makes you wonder what else they're shown. Because they're becoming more mature nowadays. Yeah, but that's not a good thing. They're becoming mature in a bad way. It's forced maturity by exposing them to bad things at a young age because of social media. Like, I think that maybe, like, 14s and under could watch something like this stream. Maybe 13s and under, but under 13s definitely should not be. Because they won't understand the things being discussed. Like, I do a lot of sarcasm. I make fun of a lot of people just for entertainment. I say some inflammatory things sometimes because it's funny. And kids just don't know how to delineate between what's real and what's not. So I could say something like, oh, women can't drive, and they would take me seriously. And that would not be good, you know? Even though it's true. You see what I mean? A lot of them wouldn't have known that that was sarcasm. So that's why you got to be careful. I mean, the algorithm has got to improve. I don't think this is good. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I think I'm going to call it a day. Anyway, nice to have you all here. Thanks for watching. Don't know what I'm going to do this next. I actually really want to get into a flow of doing it more often. I was thinking of doing it every day for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. But I also feel like if I did it for 2 hours every day, I'm going to have so much content that I will never be able to edit down in time. Because it'll just be overwhelming amounts, and I still have to work. You know, I have shit to do besides this. I don't make money from this yet. It'd be nice if I did, then I could just do this full time. That'd be fucking awesome. Making fun of women all day watching TikTok reels sounds like a like a fun job. But yeah, I got responsibilities. Can't be doing this shit all day. So yeah, let's see. Maybe I could try to do it like every second day. Maybe at least twice a week. Not sure. I'll think about setting up a schedule. I need to, you know, reorganize some things in life, and then we'll see. Why are you wearing a leather jacket? Isn't it hot there? No, not yet. This winter has been brutal. It's been raining all the time, non-stop for the last few weeks. And it's been really cold too. Today's one of the warmer days. Let me see. What's the weather? My app is not loading. Great. Yeah, it was like 15 degrees this morning, but it's been like 7 or something every morning before that. It's not too bad, but it's still meh. Where do you live? Spain? All right, yeah. Also, as I was explaining earlier, I just don't have any other tops, and this is the only one I have that's not a hoodie. And it's too cold for just a shirt. It's a cool jacket, though. I don't get to wear it much. Ugh. Man, doing OMAD is not as hard as I thought. A daily life blog. Who the fuck would watch that? No one knows who I am. People only watch vlogs of people that are either doing something interesting or that a lot of people know and they care about their life. Nobody cares about my life. Your accent is flawless. I thought you were a native. No. And I'm not from Spain. I just live here. But I'm not American either. English is my second language. Although it might as well be my first. I speak it better than my native language. Learning some other languages as well for fun. We'll see how that goes. I'm very particular about being correct in things. So I try really hard to make sure I have good pronunciation and have a good understanding of grammatical structure. I still make mistakes. I mean, everybody does, but I speak English better than most English speakers. Yeah, about your agency. It's doing all right. It's on the back burner right now because I just really hate doing it. You nation hopped, right? Yeah. Moved to a different place. This is true. What do you do, Andre? You in school? College? Work? You heard that, didn't you? No, I just kind of realized that I just don't like doing it. I don't like having a business like that. Because the money doesn't motivate me. I'm very non-materialistic. So doing something I don't care about for a result I don't care about was just boring. It was very draining. I just didn't like it. So now it's more of like a side thing. I wouldn't mind having a business if it's for something that I actually enjoy. And if I'm helping people in some way. I really don't feel like... I don't feel any satisfaction trying to help business owners, really. I'd prefer to help like the average person, either entertain them, which is part of why I'm doing this because I find that fun. I like entertaining people. Or giving them some form of value, either in advice or whatever else. But I really just don't like having a business and helping business owners because I don't like the actual work part of it. I'm not a fan of marketing, and I don't care about the money, and I don't really care about who I'm helping. So it's just none of it appeals to me. That's my problem. We drive it. Life is God. Orthodox. I want to become a monk. I don't have that. I'm not religious. I don't really have any specific drives. It's just kind of like, yeah, I just like helping people. I like talking to people. I find that really fun. Like I've noticed I've been really enjoying answering comments in the YouTube section, you know, the comment section. It's boring, but you know, I for other people, but I like it a lot. I've been answering as many of them as I can. I just like talking to people. I like hearing perspectives. I'm built a lot more like a philosopher than anything else. I just like discussing ideas. I like debating. I like learning different perspectives so I could better my knowledge in various topics. I like knowing a lot about many things. That's what I'm into. So building up communities is a good way to have that readily available. Enjoy learning about others' lives. Yeah, me too. Me too. I find that very, very enjoyable. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day now. I'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe the day after. The day after Saturday, right? I might do a Saturday stream, and maybe instead of this, we'll play something. Not sure. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining. You know, happy to have you all here. And if you want to see me around again, you don't even have to subscribe because the algorithm is going to force me down your throat anyway. So I'm not even going to ask for that. So, you know, for anybody that saw this and doesn't want to go back, just whenever you see my video, make sure you click the three dots next to the bottom right corner of the video and just click not interested or do not show channel again, and then I'll be out of your life forever. What's the next live stream? I don't know. Probably Saturday, but no promises. I need to figure out my schedule. But if I do go live, it's probably going to be before 1 p.m. UTC. Or around then. But yeah. Anyway. That's it then. See ya.